So Ken and I want to thank you for taking the course. It's been a lot of fun for us, and we hope the journey's been worthwhile for you. Moving from corporate social responsibility to corporate social innovation is important, and it's important today more than ever. How companies connect to society or connect to all their stakeholders is critical in their competitive advantage. And so we hope the tools, the frameworks, we hope the why has become clear, and we hope that your path forward is one of success and that these help you along the way.
I also hope that you take a moment maybe to reflect on some of the things that really struck home for you, because we did cover a lot of ground. And so for me personally, I'd cite a few things. This notion of a different kind of expertise that's required in this field, and you heard that very clearly from Dave Stangus at Campbell, that you have to find a place that you can own in your organization, I think is how Dave put it. And that to me speaks to a level of expertise and knowledge that's quite different than any other role in the company. So that one really stuck out for me. I'd also talk about Christine Riley at Dunkin' Brands, and she talked about what it means to make this happen inside an organization that maybe isn't quite ready for it quite yet, and so how you find champions in your organization and advance through them versus yourself. And I loved Ramon Mendiola at FIFCO when he talked about the idea of eradicating poverty inside his company. Because for me, that expressed arguably maybe the most important one, that here's an issue, how do I make this issue happen inside my company? And so this idea of I see it, I got to enact it inside my company. And so I'm going to eradicate poverty inside my company. And so to me, those are some of the things that stuck out for me.
Yeah, and we did a lot of talking about the things you need to know and the things you need to do. But we didn't talk a lot about two particular things. One is who you need to be. If you go back and think about what you learned in the competency model, there's a bunch of competencies, skills, knowledge, and ways that you show up as a champion inside your company, as a leader inside your company. So when I think of Ramon, I think of a lot of those qualities that come out. So take a look back on that if you can and reflect, because it's as much a journey for you as it is for your company. And then we'll conclude by saying that we didn't have a lot of time to talk about the return on investment of all of these programs. And so we encourage you to take a look at the research that Babson College and IO Sustainability did called Project ROI. And it actually doesn't really have to justify too much whether there's a return on investment. We know there's a return on investment. The key, however, is can you actually realize that investment? And there's a really interesting and great four-pronged framework that is worth taking a look at. So we will address that in an offering that Ken and I do at Babson called the Advanced Certificate in Applied Corporate Social Innovation. And we will basically use Babson's methodology of entrepreneurial thought and action, the return on investment framework, and social design to really move your company along that journey.
Excited about that next iteration and hope to see you there.